I will create videos on AWS, Terraform, Ansible and the rest other tools. So I will create the EC2 instance using the AWS console as well as Terraform. Those who don't know what Terraform is one of the most popular infrastructure as a code tool. So with the help of a Terraform, we can automate the whole infrastructure. So without any further ado, let's get started. I have logged in into the AWS console right now. So to launch the instance, go to the search, give EC2, click on EC2. Now to create the instance or to launch a new instance, click on launch instance. Provide the name for the instance. We need to provide the name. We can provide any kind of name. So I will go with the test. Here we need to select the image to launch the instance. I will go with Ubuntu free tier eligible. So instance type, I will go with t2.micro free tier eligible one. Now this is the main thing, key pair. To log in into the instance, we need a key, private key. So to create the private key, click on create new key pair. Provide the name, click on create key pair. So the key will be downloaded in the .pem format as we have selected pem over here, .pem. As I have created already, I will select from the drop down test. Now I won't be touching any of these things in the network settings. The VPC, subnet, firewall, security group and firewall, yeah, both are same. But yeah, we will be seeing these things in the later classes. Next, go to advanced details, go to user data. So what we usually do is after launching the instance, we connect to the instance, we install the packages using the command line tool. So instead of logging into the instance and doing things manually, we can write a script and we can upload it from here, or we can just type it over here to install the packages. So I will just write it as I would like to install Java and Git inside my instance. Click on launch instance and let's wait till the instance comes into running state. So as we can see over here, that instance has come into running state. Now to log in into the instance, either we can go with the third-party tools like Putty, MobileXterm, or we can log into the instance using the AWS console directly. So select the instance, click on connect, click on connect. We have logged into the instance. Let's check whether the Git and Java has been installed or not. So Git has been installed. Next, Java version. Java has been installed too. So yeah, that's it. Let's achieve the same thing using the Terraform. Let's first understand what actually Terraform is and how Terraform manages infrastructure on different cloud platforms. Terraform is an open source tool which is developed by the HashiCorp. Terraform is a popular infrastructure as a code tool. With the help of a Terraform, user can either manage the entire infrastructure, create the infrastructure, modify the entire infrastructure, or user can destroy the entire infrastructure with just one click. That's how powerful it is. Now to install the Terraform, I will be providing my GitHub repo link under the video description, and you can just follow the steps over here. I have already downloaded the Terraform onto my local system. So let's see how to create the EC2 using the Terraform. Let's create a directory, mkdir, get inside the directory EC2. Now let's create main.tf file over here. Main.tf is a configuration file in which the resources information will be stored, which should be created using the Terraform. How Terraform will actually create the resource on the AWS? It will create resources on the AWS with the help of providers. So let's mention the provider block over here, or you can just follow the official documentation. I will provide this link under the video description. See, AWS providers. This is the provider block for the AWS which we are going to use. Just copy it and paste it in main.tf file. So AWS provider block contains three things: region, access key and the secret key. Coming to the region, we need to provide the region over here in which the resource should be created. I want my resource to be created in AP South 1 region. Those who don't know where we can see the region, just go to the AWS console. Click here. This is the region AP South 1. I am in the AP South 1 region and here I want to create my resources. Now, access key and the secret key. In real time, we don't usually hard code these things in the configuration file. As part of demo, I am using it over here. So to create the access key and secret key, go to the AWS console, go to your account, security credentials, there will be create access key. Click on create access key and it will be created. Okay, I have my access key created already, so I will be using it. So I have mentioned my existing access key and secret key in the provider AWS block. Now we are going to create the EC2 resource, right? So for that we need to create a resource block over here, resource. And what is the resource type? So as we are creating the instance, the resource type will be AWS instance. We need to provide the local name for this. Okay, you can provide any name. I will be giving the local name as EC2. So how I know the resource type should be AWS instance for EC2? Just go to the official documentation of AWS, go to Elastic Compute Cloud. Here to create the instance, the resource type will be AWS underscore instance. So there will be a lot of examples, so you can use any of them. Okay. For key pair, the resource type will be AWS underscore key underscore pair. For launch template, the resource type will be AWS underscore launch underscore template. So these all are resource type. So here you can find it. While creating EC2 instance using AWS console, we have selected the AMI. We have selected Ubuntu as AMI while creating it. So we need to provide the AMI ID of the Ubuntu over here. And where we will get that? Just go to console, EC2, right side images, under images section click on AMIs. Select this one, copy the AMI ID, paste it here. Next, after selecting the AMI, we have selected t2.micro as an instance type. So instance type will be t2.micro. Selecting the instance type, we have created the key pair. Okay, so key underscore name, as we have already created it using the AWS console. So just provide the name test. In the right side, under the network and security sections, click on key pair, and there will be the list of key pairs which you have created. I am going with the test key pair. I have provided the name over here, test. Now last thing, while creating EC2 instances, we have created a script, or we have written a script to install Java and Git in the user data section, right? So user underscore data. Here I will write the script in a separate file, and I will call that file over here using the file function. So in order to call the file function, I will be using the interpolation. So interpolation will be like this, dollar curly braces. It's called as interpolation, dollar and curly braces. under interpolation I will call the file function, and the file name, script file name we will be mentioning over here. That's it. Let's save the file and let's create a script file, script.sh, and let's write a script to install Java and Git. Once the script is written, save the file. Let's give a command terraform init. Terraform init command, what this command does is it will download the provider plugins, and we have provided AWS as a provider, so it will download the AWS provider plugins. So the provider plugins has been downloaded. So where the plugins will be downloaded, let's give ls-a. The plugins will be under the .terraform directory. Under the .terraform directory, the provider's plugins will be installed. As you can see over here, the provider has AWS with the version 5.69.0. Next command is terraform plan. This command usually shows what resources Terraform is going to create. So it's basically like a dry run. It's showing like 1 to where. So it is saying like one resource will be created. Now to create it, terraform apply. Terraform apply command, it will create the resource. So after hitting enter, it will ask for the approval. Let's give it as yes, because I want resource to get created. Yes, the resource got created. Let's check in the console. The resource has been created, the instance has been created, and it is in the running state. Let's log in into the instance, select the instance, connect. Let's check whether the Java and Git has been installed or not. So git -- version. Yes, the Git has been installed. Let's check for Java. Yes, Java has been installed too. Of Terraform, we have created the EC2 instance and we have downloaded the packages like Git and Java using the script. Delete the command terraform destroy. Hit enter. It will ask for the approval again for the yes or no. Let's give it as yes, because I want the resource to get destroyed or deleted. The resource got destroyed. Let's check whether the instance got terminated or not. Just refresh it. Yes, the instance got terminated. So this is how user can create the resource, user can destroy the resource using Terraform. This main.tf file is a main file in the Terraform, as this file contains the resources which should be created with the help of Terraform. As we have seen now, like how to create EC2 instance and how Terraform actually manages infrastructure using the providers. As we have mentioned AWS provider block inside the main.tf, it went ahead and created the resource on the AWS platform. That's it for today, guys. In the upcoming videos, I will be creating video on AWS VPC, and I will be creating VPC with the help of Terraform, and I will be creating the auto scaling groups, application load balancer, and VPC endpoints, and the rest other things. So stay tuned. That's it for today, guys. Signing off.